Getting a divorce can feel like plunging into the great unknown. It is stressful, it is overwhelming, and there's just so much uncertainty. I'm going to go over 5 tips to surviving the fears of divorce and how to overcome them. I'm going to start with the first fear that I hear often, which is fear of the future. So, oftentimes, because you can't envision what a life with a divorce feels like or looks like, you're afraid of it. It's different, it's uncomfortable, it's scary AF. So, how do you overcome this fear of the future? One, we have a ton of material to address this. You can go to my link tree. I have avoiding divorce fatigue. I have avoiding divorce mistakes. And a lot of them addresses envision your future and what you want it to look like. Focus on the positive, not the negative. That's how you overcome the first fear. So this is the second fear, and this is fear of custody or fear for your children. This is a big one and obviously hits the heart and hits home. Fearing for what it looks like in a divorce house with custody or what it means to your kids is a huge priority, and it should be. But what does that actually look like? If you go to my link tree, I talk about this at length. We come up with co-parenting strategies, custody agreements, all kinds of ways to put your kids first through the co-parenting strategies and navigations that you can employ. At the end of the day, it really is about the children. And probably part of the reason you're getting divorced is because you want to show your kids what love means and looks like. And it might not be with your spouse. So you can overcome this fear and still put your kids first. So tip 3 is about financial concerns, fear of being broke. Obviously, after custody, financial concerns are the biggest fears I hear. What will my life look like when we have to divide the finances in the household? Can I afford a divorce? Can I afford the house? Can I afford to pay my bills? What would child support or alimony either look like giving it or receiving it? So the good news is we have answers. There's formulas that can take place. We can work with your budget. And at the end of the day, a lot of the money mindset issues can be overcome to make sure that each party is living a comfortable life post-divorce. It just takes understanding your legal rights and then addressing them through the court or through settlement. But you can overcome this obstacle and fear. The fourth fear is fear of pain. Everybody wants to avoid pain. Our subconscious trains us to run from the idea of pain or discomfort. But to feel pain and vulnerability is to grow. It's a part of the divorce process. To overcome this fear is to face this fear. Pain is an inevitable part of the divorce process, and pain does not mean that you're doing the wrong thing. It means that you can sit through the emotions that are associated with divorce, but that there will be brighter days and a lot more joy and love ahead if you weather this storm. So overcome the pain by facing this fear head on, knowing that there's a better future ahead. And finally, the fifth fear of the 5 most common fears I hear related to divorce and how to overcome them, this is the fear of being alone. So oftentimes people are afraid to leave who they're with because they get told the grass isn't greener on the other side, or what do you think you're going to find better? At the end of the day, you're not afraid of being alone. You're afraid of choosing yourself. And that's the most valuable thing that you can do. Putting yourself first is not selfish. It's fighting for you as a human being and what your best interest is. You can still love your kids, love your family, and choose yourself. So you may not be alone, but you need to make yourself whole, feel the love you deserve, because self-love is the most important love. Once you have that love, I guarantee you won't be alone for long. And even if you are, it's okay.